Hey there, friends, it's Bryan, and today we got a little special something for you guys. We happen to be over here at Legends, Comics and Games at the Clovis store, and we're going to meet a special somebody who works here, and we're going to see what this person is all about, what he likes, how he got into collecting, and we're going to show you some cool stuff. I'm excited, so stick around. It's going to be a good one. Hey there, Roman.
How's it going?
Oh, it is going good. Thank you for sharing where you work over here at Legends.
Well, yeah, if you come to the Clovis location, this is usually where I'm at here or on my desk back there doing paperwork and whatnot. It's just a chair where I can see the whole shop from. But yeah, it's pretty much very similar size to the Fresno store, shaped a little bit differently, and definitely the products we carry are more tailored to the demographic of the area we're in, the communities we've built. But yeah, we've got a lot of people coming over from both shops. I get a lot of my regulars who go to the Fresno store, and then vice versa. A lot of the Fresno guys that come over here.
We just finished your podcast. Thank you for inviting me to share in that experience.
Thank you for coming by, and it's always fun just to hear what people are into, especially when it comes to stories. I mean, that's the whole point of going to comic shop, right? You can buy these books online, but you want to hear what the people at the shop like. What to buy, what's good to read, what's good to buy, and especially, I mean, me and you are really big collectors, so you want to see the cool toys, the new figures, what's coming out, what's hard to get, what do you want?
Totally. And so we're going to go one step deeper and see what makes you excited about collecting and some of the things that you collect and do. Going over the store earlier, you were showing me some really cool Star Wars stuff. And I would love for you to take us back and talk to us about it.
Yeah, definitely. Some of the Star Wars stuff I was showing you was for the tabletop game I play called Star Wars Legion. That's a tabletop gaming, tabletop game. You build the models, paint them up however you want, and then you fight a battle with them. I play the Imperials. I got a lot of stormtroopers, a lot of Vader, all the cool guys, all the cool characters. And then my buddies will play like all the terrorists, like the rebel scum. And then you get a lot of the droids and the clones, which are pretty cool as well. And you get to see all the vehicles. And I have a lot of the terrain that I've been printing out at the shop. I bought the shop a printer, and then I bought one for myself to help out the shop come out with this stuff. So we're trying to gear back up for the having in-person gaming soon, hopefully. And you need stuff to play on. You want to have some type of stuff for the guys to hide around. Otherwise, it's called the Galactic Civil War, but they didn't actually just line up and shoot at each other, That's one of the things that we kind of specialize here at the Clovis stores. We have a lot more of the board gaming stuff. We carry a lot more of the Star Wars tabletop game, not because I'm a huge Star Wars fan, although that is part of it, but we have a huge community over here that supports it as well. And again, for me, it's awesome because I love Star Wars. I like playing the game. I like building the stuff, and I collect Star Wars in general, so I don't mind having a whole bunch of extra little plastic men that look like the characters I like. But yeah, if you want to check out some of the cool stuff we've been printing out, I have
yes, definitely.
We got some of the comics over here. Similar loadout to how the Fresno store is. We got the new releases shelf over here, and then we got where we start kind of putting out the stuff from the last 4 or 5 months, and then if it gets filtered into the bins.
Very cool.
And then, usually we have this whole spot over here filled up with tables for people to play games on. We can have events like normal. Right now it's kind of taken up by the projects I'm working on, like, again, a lot of the 3D print stuff. I'm getting ready to expand the board gaming wall from end. So probably right here where Iron Man's at, right here.
Okay.
Stop. Like, no more games past this. Because again, we have such a huge community of it. We want to show it all off. We do a lot of the model kits as well, just like Fresno. That's when we go back and forth on. I sell a lot of model kits, and then they'll go and one-up me and sell like a box more, and we kind of go back and forth on that. And here's a few examples of the stuff I've been printing out, actually.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, so that's the size of the stormtroopers right there. Most of the models.
This is wonderful. Oh. Yeah.
They've been combing the desert trying to find those droids, right?
For real, though.
But it's again, I'm a big fan of this terrain. It's made by Imperial Terrain, is the company who makes the files, and again, very modular. Like the little roofs pop out, so you can play in those. These are back to back. The palisades come off. Everything's magnetized. Bringing a turbo laser turret, which is cool because it has multiple levels you can go into.
Oh, wow.
Turret. You put the walls up against it so people can run along them. I mean, it's just, again, it's really cool to see stuff like this. I know we've been talking a lot today about just new technology, and this is one of them where I'm like, wow, you can just come up with it, plug in some numbers, plug it in, and it's good to go.
Yeah, you were showing me earlier. I did some filming of the actual machine, the printer that makes these things.
Yeah, it's, again, the prices come down to, I think I paid like $200 for each of them.
Okay.
The filament's about $25 a roll. I just got in 2 new rolls. I have been paying with a lot of it. Just again, because this is a project that I'm really passionate about. Again, I love Star Wars. I like playing tabletop games. I like my guys that come in and play, so I don't mind putting up the money. We'll be taking donations later on at some point too to help kind of cover, mitigate some of the cost just of all the stuff we've been putting into it.
Very cool.
But yeah, it's, again, all of it's for the community. It's all of it's for the people that want to come in and enjoy the hobbies. So again, if I gotta spend a little bit of money to make sure all my boys have fun and have a great time and I can partake in that, I mean, that's what it takes.
And so to see the modular stuff and whatnot, and when
we can look over here at the modular terrain. Yeah, check it out, man.
I had no idea it was this big.
Right. So you can get like your traditional, rollout maps that you can dry erase, wet erase on, like those.
Right.
And you can even add like the 3D terrain stuff on here. You can make dungeons and towns. They got these really cool pads, like, they walk into traps.
Right.
Which I always think these are super cool.
Right? Oh, look at that is cool.
It's so freaking cool. Right? Like, that's just amazing. And they'll have like different colors too, if it'll pop it up. But yeah, like it has red, blue, white, like, and then they'll pulsate and all that. Like, it's just
snap,
super cool. And then you have all the different tiles that go on it.
Right.
And it's just, again, technology's just been catching up with us, right? And obviously, there's different editions and stuff like that. For Legion, again, I have probably the best selection for Star Wars Legion in town. And we do that for a reason, because we want people to be able to walk in, and if they have it in stock on a distributor level, we're going to have it.
Do you think that the new craze is due to shows like Stranger Things?
Oh, definitely. They made a Stranger Things starter set for D&D that came with an exclusive Demigorgon. Yeah.
Oh, my
goodness. You can play as the kids, as the characters. They did Dark Horse puts out a lot of Stranger Things comic books.
Right.
And they right now have a comic book that's Stranger Things D&D, where they're going through their own campaign. So again, when you're just putting it out there for everyone to see, again, you're going to net some interest one way or another. That's the cool thing about you being on my podcast, me being on your YouTube videos. Somebody will see something that they like and be like, I didn't know that, or that sounds really interesting. Again, the passion is always going to show through, whether it comes to reading comics, collecting comics, trading cards, board games, action figures, just whatever it is, man. I'm like one step away from getting stamps, like if they come out with some really cool Star Wars, I might get into that.
Not only are you're the manager of this particular store.
Definitely.
And you showed us about the games and the RPG and the painting and all that. You also do a podcast. And so let's walk on over there and tell me, how did that get started?
So a little over a year ago now, I've been wanting to run it for a few years, and people the hardest thing you got to kind of come to terms with is you can only rely on yourself when it comes to stuff you're passionate about.
Right.
And it's just a sad realization, but I've tried doing this podcast with so many people over the years, and one thing after another, schedules don't line up, people don't take it as seriously, so it came down to the point where it's like, it's now or never, and I got to do this on my own, and if people want to join me, cool. If they don't, it's going to get done anyways. And it was a exercise. I'm really into writing. For me, when it comes to comics, TV shows, movies, books, whatever it is, it's all about the story. I always tell people, like, a cool cover will sell you an issue, but a great story will sell you the whole run.
Yes.
You want to know how it is. Exactly. So, again, the story to me is first and foremost the most important thing when it comes to anything I do. I want to experience a good story. I want to, enjoy it. And this is all about storytelling. And when I first started off, it was going to be a practice for me to write. So every other episode was going to be me writing a story with a prompt that somebody suggested. But that's very hard to do. It's very hard to come up with a story, to do drafts, to edit it, to record it, edit that. and do that on a regular basis. So I do those when I can, here and there. But the thing that I found that people really liked is the episodes where I would hang out and talk with someone about stuff they like, right? When you're passionate about something, you're going to talk about it and you're going to say all the cool stuff that you like about it. And it's going to resonate with someone. You're going to
Totally.
vibe on the same level.
Right.
And again, we talked about it in the episode. If you get a chance, check it out. Weaving Words Podcast. Bryan's going to be on it really soon. If he's not on it already by the time this episode comes out, or this video. And we talk about some stuff that he's really interested in. We'll go off on tangents about stuff we're just really interested in, really like. And it's a lot of fun. You'll hear a story that you just, for a comic or a show or a movie or a book that you just never thought you'd be interested in. So it's really cool to just give it a shot, try something new out, basically.
Wow, this has been a very cool visit. Thank you for the talk. Thank you for sharing what you like and what makes special the experience of collecting and building these cool
Right?
these cool RPG buildings,
Yeah.
Very cool, very cool. And this is what it's all about. Hit us up with all your info.
It's Weaving Words Podcast. It's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We also have a email if you ever want to send any recommendations, weavingwordspodcast@gmail.com. So check us out.
All right. Thank you, sir. Now we're going to transition to Francis Gabbard and his top 5 comic books of the week.
Hey everyone, this is me, Francis Garbett. I just want to say thanks for joining me and letting me share my top five with you. I'm very excited to show you guys what I got this last week, and so here we go. Coming in at number 5 is Batman, the Detective #1. A very awesome Batman story which features an older Batman going to Europe to investigate a crime. And it has a lot of great supernatural elements to it, and it takes him out of his comfort zone of Gotham. So if you were to, like me, if you're turned off from the Dark Knight sequels, then I definitely recommend this, because this is 10 times better than what we got from the Dark Knight Strikes Back and the Master Race. So again, The Detective is a really great story, so you might want to check that out. And coming in at number 4 is another personal favorite of mine, Daredevil 29. I like it more than the fact that it has Elektra filling in for Matt Murdock in Hell's Kitchen. I like to see, and with this issue, and because how great it was, I want to see more of Elektra as Daredevil. So if you're like me and you like Daredevil, you really want to give this a shot, because it's a really awesome series from beginning to end. And with that, let's see, coming in number 3, I got Carmen, number 2. I like the European feel of the story and the artwork, and I also like they're still exploring the concept of life and death. So if you're interested in that, I mean, if you like something like that with a great story that ties it all together, then Carmen is the series for you. With number 2, ironically enough, I got Non-Stop Spider-Man number 2. Non-Stop Spider-Man number 2 still keeps in tone with the last issue. It's non-stop action from beginning to end. It's a very wonderful Spider-Man story, and no spoilers, but your jaws will drop when you see who the antagonist is if you haven't read it already. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but definitely give this a try. It's worth your time and your money. And finally, coming in at number 1 is Spider-Man Spider Shadow #1. It's a great what-if story. It asks, what if Peter Parker never got rid of the alien symbiote that he brought back from the first Secret Wars? And surprisingly enough, we get a really good answer out of it from the story. So if you're a Spider-Man or a Venom fan, then this series is definitely for you, because it has a lot of great dark overtones to it, and it really leans in on the horror aspect. So again, if you like Spider-Man, if you like Venom, give this a try, because you won't be sorry. And with that, those are my top 5. If you guys want to get a hold of me, reach me on Francis Garbett, which is my Facebook page. I'm on there basically every chance I get. And look out for my weekly article called I Love Comics, blah, 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 which I review most of the comics I get each week. So I'll say thanks again, and I'll see you guys next time.
So that's our show. Hit the like button and subscribe. All right. Thank you to my good friend Roman and Francis Gabbard with his top 5. We'll see you guys later.